Yeah Gaming to beat Liquid as well as Furio taking on MIBR just for BNB to go and make it into the playoffs. Like, it's everything favors Envy at the moment in terms
Indeed.
of like how that works.
Indeed it does. The problem, however, for them, if for the Envy side, however, is that if they lose, their chances of making top 3 still go a little bit awkward. And Bad News Bears have already taken a best-of-3 victory above Envy very recently. We'll get into more details on that in a moment because we're getting into our pistol round. The CT side of Train taken by Bad News Bears, and Envy are starting things off by picking them apart. Dapper does chime in towards Calix as Jonji is the first man to fall. Taps up coming in from Ryan, backed up by Moose in the backlines, and they will be able to get this player down with 4-on-3 scenario favour to the T side.
Yeah, it's actually very surprising for Envy how much of a firefight is around that Brown Hall's presence when really the bomb was waiting outside of T-Con for such a long amount of time with the execution coming out to the outer bomb site. And for BNB, they're now going to be here in numbers, everyone rotating to the outer bomb site.
Just taps up Dazzle, getting moves to a 3-on-3. Still looking for one player on the backside. Gets another kill on Nifty. 2 frags to the man's name. Mitch going to sneak in from the back as Dazzle draws their attention. The Glock from Ryan eventually gets that kill, but Mitch can strike. Take him back. He knows where the bomb is as well and is desperately looking for me, who is the final frag of the round, to claim the pistol for the CT side. He'll tap, he'll face, he'll get on top of Red Train and ensure that Mihu can't pick up this bomb. Round towards connector at E-Box. He got the read right. He's not got the shot though. Desperately trying to land this head. He just can't quite find the kill, and Mihu just baiting him out of position at the E-Box side. 30 seconds on the clock.
Mitch is just trying to deny as much time as possible and make Mihu really make the play and aggress towards that bomb side, but in the end, it is going to be at BNB to win out the pestol round. And I'll tell you what, everything was going right for Envy. They had the opening man advantage in the 4 versus 3. They made the presence up to the B bomb side. But before that bomb was even close to going to get planted, Jay, there was already 3 CTs at the outer bomb site.
Yeah, Bad News Bears do close it down in the end. A bit of an awkward moment for several points in time as Envy almost maintain their control above it all. And you can see the T-side presence going out to the eco here. With not a whole lot of money bonus, obviously. The bomb plant was evaded. Bad News Bears can hold their own with the SMGs coming in. Of course, the scout in for PTR and the M4 in the back for Mitch here. Control being established as Envy look on to the B bomb site. At least that's what it looks like. A flash in for a bomb plant. It seems like a standard eco setup.
And Envy, they're pretty much just going to waterfall, potentially out of the heaven position or through ramp, just to try and get a bomb plant. Now, at least they've got PTR quite deep with the scout. Now, that information would have been given up. And Dazzle going to re-aggress with the MP9. BNB, even with that single tag coming through, they still don't really have too much information. We haven't seen any aggression coming out from the CTs to get some map control, but here comes the execution, and that's the bomb dropped.
The secondary couple of picks coming in from Dazzle, PTR, firing over to the upper position, and Dazzle will end up with a 4K. Easy as that for the SMG forward player to clean it up against Envy. Not too surprising that they would end up with that second round. And with the AKs coming in for the Envy side, they will be able to respond on the rifles. As SMG still in play for the CT side, a bit of an investment as well coming in from Dazzle. I think he may have dropped something to one of the players. And $150 for this one. I think it was the AWP on PTR, it seems. So they are not taking this as a bonus round. They really want to try and win this out against the Envy side.
Absolutely, a lot of the time, especially with how many SMGs were brought up, you can almost expect that they're just going to hold on to those SMGs, but PTR getting the AWP out straight away. And Calix making some early presence to the T-Con area. And Bad News Bears, at the moment, they can try and take control of T-Con. Jiggle peeking Mitch out through Ivy. Envy just trying to see if they can find some sort of opening. But with this deep molly coming out from Jonji, I could honestly see BNB taking deep control of T-Con, which for Envy is going to be difficult to try and take that back.
Jonji moving in aggressive to the T-Con area. Might challenge Calix here. Out of that corner with the SMG and backed up into the train side corner. A small smoke down also to keep the cross locked. They'll know he's close, but Envy can't do much about it. This default is just kind of looking for information, hopefully for an overextending CT. And if they had extended around a corner, then they would have found it. But for now, it is just contact placements, a little bit of utility being thrown out. Nothing major coming in from the Envy default.
This looks to be a set piece to the A bomb site. We're seeing no presence from the Brown Halls. Ryan is at least going to establish some Pop Dog presence. This really comes down to Dapper. If they're able to catch off Ryan, this could really shut everything down for Envy.
Here come SMG's flashes against them. CT trying to take the forward point blank positions, and it's going to work out for Jonji of his own right. PTR to support with the AWP, but now it's the focus on the main bomb site hit coming in from Calyx. 2 kills to his name. He's on 2 HP as well. Dapper can find himself even with an easy frag, but he's fighting Ryan. Dazzle will go down on the bomb site, and Dapper is still waiting for someone to drop through that ladder. He's going to have to rely on Mitch instead to try and deny the bomb plant. He won't be able to be successful in this one. As Dapper goes falling, it's all down to the M4. He'll challenge Moose, but not a lot of information going his way, and a lost fight will leave Envy in with an opening round.
That was actually really smart coming out from Envy. So what they do is the flashbang comes out from Ryan and he's just waiting. Like, he literally does not need to peek. They smoke off Pop Dog and they're just leaving Dapper there. They go, right, we're going to go and fight the guys on the side. And Ryan just keep jumping around and making a bit of presence. But Dapper's there and we know that he is. So for B&B, they were kind of separated on the CT defense over at the A bomb site. And Envy, once they get those entries in, they're able to get the bomb planted with little time left. But do convert the first round. The Zeus. Ooh, there was a little bit of an opportunity. Oh, that was very close. That was a good attempt. I don't mind that.
Part of me really wishes that it worked out, like just because I feel like the Zeus shot would have been fantastic to get a rifle. The Bad News Bears would have been a great start. But here on this eco round, it is kind of going as you would expect it to. 2 kills from Michu, and obviously Moose with that kill early on. Dazzle might catch Ryan off guard, and John does get 1 Deagle shot over in Pop Dog, but none of it is going to really mean much for the Bad News Bears. Just that 1 casualty. Envy still building up the money line, and still finding their way in with another buy for the Bad News Bears. This is what I think, but Dazzle is still pretty low from that AWP investment in the round prior. We'll see a technical timeout coming in very quickly here. Nothing massive coming in from the Bad News Bears side. I would have thought a tactical would have been in order, just consider how they got to this money line in the first place and whether or not they'd actually end up, you know, committing full frontal with it. But they actually will. M4 coming in for Mitch and SMG for Dazzle as well. And the AWP is also brought down by PTR.
Yeah, look, they have to buy. I mean, yes, Dazzle doesn't have a lot of money to work with, but with 4 players with enough and with an AWP that has a potential of being brought down, you just have to go for it for B&B and try and stop this momentum for the T side. Currently tied up at 2 apiece. Envy, let's see if they're able to continue their presence on their own map pick. Nifty with the AWP in his own hands. Quick shot coming out to the connector face, but with the light utility coming out for the T side, it is going to be Envy being forced back. Now, Ryan's at least been able to take Brown Hall's control all by himself.
There's not a lot of resistance being thrown up by B&B though, so it makes a whole lot of sense that he'd be able to push up with no casualties sustained. There's actually most of the damage into the favour of Envy's. PTR and Dapper taking a couple of nades and faces to the face. The T side stack themselves up for what looks to be the B commitment here. These smokes going up and over on towards connector. Molotov actually hits the bomb trend. I don't know if that was the intentional. The SMG of Dazzle strikes first, takes out 1, spraying blindly, doing very little damage to the T side, making their way out of ramp. PTR in the back does drop that bomb for the moment. There's a 2-for-1 overall favour to the CT side. The plant can get secured, but the retake's got to come in from Bad News Bears.
Oh, look at the lurk play coming out from Mihu. This could honestly win them the round. Now, what Envy need to do is just make sure that Nifty and Moose are trying to deny as much presence as possible. Surely there's just no way that the CTs are going to read that, especially with Nifty getting a fantastic AWP shot onto Dapper. This round's pretty much over. Mihu's going to be able to close this out. PTR not going to be able to save onto that AWP. And Mitch to get taken down. What a round coming out from Envy. I love that lurk play coming out from Mihu.
Now, all the right faces, all at the right times, especially on the AWP picks and the backstab from the ace site, recognizing that everyone was there on the CT force. Very, very well executed post-plant from the Envy side. It's Bad News Bears with their rifles get shut down initially here. The P250s will come in for another eco to follow up. They're looking for a 4th round lost bonus buy. And the nades up and over the stacking that tries to do some damage to the players stacked up on the bomb site, but nothing will be seen. It's actually a Ivy stack from 3 players of B&B. Dapper with a flashbang will get them in. If there's any players close, if they time this well, they could do a ton of damage. They're going to sneak in without any utility whatsoever. Mitch could catch a player or two off guard. What do the CTs do with this? They're ready. They know that Mitch would aggress, and Mihu takes no damage for his trouble. Forcing the first frag and forcing the CTs to back off.
At least there is a fair bit of pressure from the CTs around this Ivy area. But Envy, a lot of utility and the upgraded weapons to work with, just to isolate some of these duels. Mihu actually going to get taken down in the end there from Dapper, so a good kill going in the way of the CT side. PTR up close with a lot of information, but Ryan's going to be able to trade. Not find the second, that's the bomb dropped as well. So much damage being done by the CT side, and this is just an eco, Jay. They don't win it, but that's 3 kills.
That's the key word that you mentioned there was damage. Very unlikely they win that round, but the fact that Bad News Bears caught players with their backs turned and got all the kills on low investment rounds means that the economy will be a little bit damaged. Still got some high rollers in the server for the T side. Moose, of course, on $8,800 and still roughly a $3,000 average, but with players being down to $700 in the case of Ryan. Another buyback, assuming they lose the round, would be a very, very costly affair, to say the least. The AWP trading damage back and forth between them. Nifty to 51, Dapper to 28. The T's go back to a much more passive style of default here. Not immediate Brown Hall's control, although Calyx will push up towards upper. Unsupported in this case, so it's just an information play for the T side.
One thing I've really noticed, especially in the gun rounds and Bad News Bears, it's really passive. There's not really any information plays. The only time we've probably seen it is either Dapper through Pop Dog or the T-Con aggression, and Mihu solo play through Ivy is able to catch down Mitch. Now that actually might start to split the defense of the two A-side anchors now, because they've got to focus their attention to Ivy. But for Envy, they've taken Brown Hall's presence and they're here in numbers.
Go back to the B-bomb site, it seems. Utility is there. PTR not peeking the right way. They're going to completely turn their backs on T-Con and try to go for rotation. It's going to be Mihu's chance to strike and pick a player off. John G still gets the kill, though. He'll sustain damage, but they have got it back to a 4-on-4 as Envy look to hit the bomb site. Ryan and Nifty expecting utility to come in from Moose. He'll put the first smoke up. The flash is on Calyx from upper, though, so they'll be entering as soon as the smoke goes down towards Connector, and Dapper doesn't take his shot. Dazzle will find a trade and double up. Continue to face around the corner. He's low on HP, and Ryan will capitalize on that. Bomb plant to be secure, but the AWP denies it. 15 seconds. Calyx is here towards yellow. He'll take down one. John G's playing possum and hiding away from this. Will go for the retake as Calyx was to get the bomb down. He'll take a firefight, but he won't land his shots.
Look at the aggression coming out from John G, just 16 AP. Oh my goodness, Calyx in the end there. I tell you what, that's actually a really nice gunfight. So what Calyx does is he aggresses to try and take down PTR, but rather than continuing aggression with that little time left, he actually goes back to the smarter plan, tries to catch off the single peak before going for the bomb plan. But for Envy, you know what? I wasn't too impressed by that round, because if Mihu would have been able to connect onto John G, you would have thought that that could have forced out a rotate to the to the B bomb side.
Didn't quite happen this time, though. It's a big victory for the Envy side, I should say. Pushing Bad News Bears back a peg and down to the eco for this CT force once again. A half buy more than anything else, but still pistols versus rifles, and Envy have maintained their control above this side for the most part here. They try and aggress at several positions over at T-Con, and upper in particular for PTR. The PT-50 around the corner could take a couple players down if they're not careful with this. Flash in, spots two. None of them are blinded off by that flash, though. They evaded it. Let's get the info, but no kills.
And Envy, we're starting to see some nice work on their default so far. We haven't really seen any quick executions to either outside or inner. It's been very slow, very passive. They've done a lot of solo plays, which seems to be a strength at the moment from Envy. We're seeing Mihu doing a lot of lurking around that Ivy position. 40 seconds left. There is an aggressive Dapper in T-Con with the CZ. If he gets the timing right on the peak, but he's completely blind, and so is his teammate, BNB is going to be able to finally get shut down with the aggressive presence, but here come the T side.
Taps up, John G getting caught off by Calix. The PTR still back over towards Hell. Will take a fight against Calix that he will end up losing. Only 2 CTs left. See what Dazzle and Mitch could potentially do with their pistols. Well, Dazzle's already going to get forced away, and Mitch is on the backstabber. Just as the T-side players make their way into the site, it's left over at T-Con. Nifty might be able to get the kill. But just damage going against the T's, nothing more than that. Moose will take out Dazzle, so it'll all be left to Mitch. He might find Moose here, catching him off guard. Yeah, one good headshot. Hearing all these footsteps around him, how many rifles can you take out of their hands? That's the main concern, I think, for this guy. I mean, just winning the round is an impossibility. It was an impossibility from the start. Seems like only the one rifle will be found at this stage. Yeah,
look, I mean, any more damage he can find onto Nifty could definitely be big, especially with him having the AWP. But if I'm B&B, I get double AWPs out on Mitch into PTR. I go, right, we need a change up. We need to finally start getting some momentum on this T side.
And there you go.
There we are.
I love that little giggle of pride as you made the correct call,
right,
and just as Bad News Bears did it as well.
No, look, it is the right call to make. I mean, it's been, what, 6 rounds in a row from Envy. We have just seen a lot of these rounds, especially on the gun rounds, being completely shut out. Use the double AWP presence. See if you can even try and get aggressive with the AWP to find some sort of opening pick. Because it does look as if they're going to play around the sandwich area and Ivy for the first part.
Was Nifty getting the opening pick on the AWP, though, so that's already John G out of play from the T-Con entrance. Mihu getting so aggressive, just popping up through the smoke, taking out one, turning back towards Hell and getting 2 as Nifty falls over to the Brown Halls. The CTs will get something in trade, but it's still just 1 kill found in place at 3. Dapper's got so much work to do here on the bomb site defensive. Dazzle's tentative and his peeks up back over to the Pop Dog position. He may even wrap around towards T-Con and try to take out some of the main T-side force that's there. The bomb will exit out of it. He'll hear sets of footsteps. Dapper will start getting aggressive, try to look for a kill on Ryan. He'll double up, look for Calix. Next, the spray is going to come through successful. And just like that, the round falls apart for Envy. Moose is known, and Dazzle now is his chance to shine. Coming in from the back lines, a spray through on Moose will secure it, but Dapper on the site, the hero of the round for Bad News Bears.
Oh, what a recovery from BNB. I mean, Mihu, I don't know what he's thinking, but he just pushes through the 5-6 smoke, catches off PTR, and he's pretty much just like opened up the bomb site. And you look at Envy and you look at the position they're in, and you're thinking they can convert this round within the first 20 seconds or so. But Dapper has such an incredible hold. And then Dazzle as well coming on the flank through the T-Con area. And Envy do get shut out in the meantime. HE stack coming out to the T-Con area. No one's aggressive though for Envy. It does force Nifty back at least, but no real damage being done. And for BNB, that was a much needed victory. But Jay, there's no AWP on the CT side anymore. Not even a double.
Scout for PTR, and that's about it. John Jep aggressive. No one sees each other through that small gap in the smoke at the Pop Dog area. Who's going to see who first? It's going to be Moose. John G has no idea, not looking the right way. It's shut down by an AK spray, and Moose doubles up on towards Dapper. So all the efforts of Bad News Bears in that last round feeling like they've been picked apart in insignificance by the Envy side.
And what I love is this patience from Envy. Moose gets 2 kills around Pop Dog. And some people might think, right, you know, we've got 2 kills at 8, let's just quick execution. They're still defaulting. They've got all the time in the world. There's still about a minute left to work with. Mitch does find a nice pick onto Mihu, but it should be the outer Tate to come through. No Brown Hall's presence. But we are starting to see a bit of a flank coming out from Dazzle. Now, if they continue this slow play, BNB is going to get a lot of information.
Oh, Ryan. Another kill for the Envy side, and this T side is just decimated the Bad News Bears here. Nothing that these Scout... Ah, actually, PTR does get a kill on Ryan, but that's about as far as it goes. Mitch will drop. The Scout has got to do all the damage, and they know where he is, so they can just push it from Connector. And Calix will take him down. 7-3 for Envy on this T side. And do you know what? I'm surprised it's going this well for them, you know? Like, this is not exactly a map that you would call it as a overly confident Envy map. It's still a good map for them, but you know, you consider how well Bad News Bears have done against some pretty reputable teams in the past, and you would have thought that, hey, maybe this would have been a bit more of a closer CT side than what they actually had.
I certainly thought it would be. Envy have been very impressive on the T side. You know, we've seen a few mistakes here and there, but, you know, if you put them aside, I'm seeing good fundamentals, seeing good Counter-Strike coming out from Envy. And Calyx with the AWP having the best spawns are probably going to go and give that back off to Nifty when he gets a chance. Good kill coming out, but look at the aggression, and Envy already know that. As soon as they hear those footsteps, straight away, they go down Pop Dog, they establish the presence outside, and really, they've caught off all the defenders at A.
Mihu moving up towards Ivy to try catch off the likes of Dapper. It is once again the half-buy round coming in from Bad News Bears. And they'll get nothing for it. Just Incendiary's back picks on the AKs. Damage being done to the Ts, but nothing in terms of the frag numbers. And nothing in terms of progress in the rounds here. It will be 8 for Envy. And like, surely there's got to be some sort of tactical pause coming up in the next round here. Like, you know, I'm feeling that there has to be some sort of change of pace from Bad News Bears, and the moment's respite to try break the momentum may be warranted here.
I'm thinking they go double AWPs again. I mean, look, unfortunately, they didn't really have too much impact when they actually pulled them out, and we saw Mihu just pushing through a 5-6 smoke, but it's probably the best chance that B&B have at being able to convert some more rounds, because at the moment, the rifles just aren't doing the job. We spoke about maybe the need for a tactical, and finally there it comes. First tactical pause coming out for B&B. Now Mitch has an AWP, so you can almost expect that Peter's going to upgrade one of those as well.
You said they should do a double AWP setup. He's got the Kevlar already for it. Can afford that AWP, can afford the utility with it. With the upgraded pistol instead of the utility, which may also make sense. A flashbang to go with the CT forces here. The AWP in response from Nifty, who's been landing some pretty decent frags so far. Not the biggest fragger in the server, but certainly most impactful entry, I feel like, for Envy at the moment. Incendiaries will force him back from his initial T-con control, but Envy just going back to the same old defaults here, just trying to do damage to Pop Dog, getting the Brown Horse control. Not lean towards Ivy, you know, they only bring it out once in a while, because this B-site hit has been very effective for them.
And this is a very different change-up coming out from Envy on the default. We're seeing Calyx very close to the ramp, so they might just try and pop him in. But this just looks like to be a set piece coming out from Envy. They've still got a single lurker out towards the A. Bombsite PTR and Dazzle chiming together. Moose finally going to find the trade, and it's down to PTR to really hold the defense to allow the rotates to come through. And in fact, the lurk is actually going to be given up, considering that they numbers. Mihu is so aggressive. He's got the bomb.
He's got 2 frags to find as well. He takes out Mitch. He can't fall to Dapper though. PTR will get taken out by the AWP, and Nifty is going ham. 2 kills found, and Mihu will fall back to passive position, supported by his teammates. Nifty with his AWP. 3 frags to his name, and how Mihu got out of that one alive is something I'll be questioning for the rest of the evening.
What? That makes no sense. Like, that is, look, that is the influence, right, that international players bring to a North American lineup. You've obviously got Calyx from Turkey and Mihu from Poland. And look, that was like, some people might see it as like a no-brain play. Like, why would you do that? But it works out perfectly. The support is there from the teammates. And Bad News Bears, they never anticipate a move like that.
Look at this, the aggression continuing to make their way up. Nifty is going to get close with the AWP. They will drop Ryan. Mitch will go falling in trade, though, and he's just still here with all sorts of smokes up. He's sitting in the midst of it on the ladder. He is just chilling here, no worries, waiting for his teammates to come in and eventually strike when the CTs do get overwhelmed here. The knives are coming up. They will force him away, so they will get that pick, but just the cheek of him to sit on that ladder in the midst of a smoke while the CTs desperately look for a pick against him, man.
Yeah, that was a little bit cheeky coming out from Nifty. Dazzle, though, going to get taken down in the end. Double digits for Envy as they go up 10-3. Things are looking excellent. And if I'm Bad News Bears, I'm thinking to myself, not triple AWP setup, but where's the next tactical? Why not?
I mean, at this point, you've got to pull something ridiculous out of the hat to try and even contest against Envy. They're having such a great T-side half, and No, again, in this situation, like both of these teams need wins in order to get their best chance. Bad News Bears especially absolutely need to get this series of victory under their grasp if they want even a chance at top 3. If Envy do get this match under their belt, then they secure top 3 regardless here. There's John G striking first for the CT side. Mitch with his secondary all about towards Ivy. We'll see Moose. Won't be able to find a second on Miku, but the trades are still coming in for the T side. Look at how far they've aggressed into the A bomb site. The plant can come down in a 3v3 retake. Dazzle will try and deny, but they plant back towards the stopper position. Actually, they're not planting at all. Still, it's just Ryan creeping about, and Dazzle will take the opportunity to swing it out towards 5-6, take the kill, and Calix will turn back towards Dazzle and turn it to 2-2.
And for Mihu, he's just trying to make a play, right? Calix is on the site. He's got the bomb in his control, but they don't really have any information at the moment of the CTs. Calix can actually fall back into T-Con and they can take the B bomb site. I mean, it's a bit of a gamble and a bit of a difficult situation, but instead it's going to be out to the outer bomb site. Mihu making some presence out through Pop Dog. Calix with the AWP trying to pick onto Mitch, and he finds it, and they now know exactly where Dapper is.
Breakthrough, trying to do damage. He actually spots them both and takes down one. The USP's got a 1 versus 1. The nade on target. If this plays well, oh, this could be glorious. No. A bit too far out against Calix, but Calix on for the ace. The USP making its way out towards Older Hell. And Dapper, no idea what this man is going to make some noise, and Calix will shut him down for it. Ace for the Turk. And 11 on the board for Envy. I just don't know where you go from here if you're Bad News Bears. Like, they have been shut down at every single corner here. They've tried every setup, every strategy, everything that they can do. They just can't seem to force the advantage above Envy at the moment.
Yeah, look, it's all falling apart really on the CT side. Envy's defaults have just constantly been finding opening picks. They're taking a lot of map control, and the trading ability is fantastic. Lurking's been good. Everything's just really been, like, fundamentals have been great from Envy. And BNB, yeah, look, this is a tough one. At least they need to get a good start going into the second half, or otherwise they could just forget about Train. There is at least some aggression coming out for the CTs. Double smoke coming out for T-Con. They probably would not have liked to have used 2 smokes. Bit of miscommunication there. But Mihu, we've seen what he's been able to do at Ivy before. And at the moment, for the CT side, no one is watching Ivy up close.
I mean, we're seeing what he's been able to do across the entire map. The push up towards Connector, the push past the bomb site on A. It's Calix the man that strikes first this time around. PTR falling down with the SMG. And, you know, you talk about getting a good start in the second half. I think they need to get this round here and spiral that into a pistol start in the second half, because I just think even at 12-3, it might be too far gone. It's a CT side, I remind you, by the way. CT side of Train, and they're currently 11-3 down, possibly 12-3, with that first kill going the way of the T side. And Dazzle round the corner here, taking the fight on Ryan. He'll get the secondary pick for the T's. The B site is open. Dapper does get 2 over at T-Con, but now they should prompt Envy into the push. They have no reason to rotate back to A.
Mitch, he's going to be able to get the information. There's going to be some slow rotates coming out to the B bomb site. And an advantage for coming out for Envy. And look how aggressive they are. Both players around this oil train. And they're going to continue the pressure, Jay.
Mitch and the SMG, they know that he's up close from Mars, takes us round towards 1. Moose gets a trade. Dapper desperately trying to get a kill on Nifty. And Moose in the back lines gets himself a double on for his triple against John G. 19 HP, turns it to a 1v1. And Moose still sitting in a good position. Nade up is missed. And the second phase will be his last for John G. 12-3 for Bad News, for Envy on the end of the half. For Bad News Bears, it's been a disaster half on the CT side. We'll go to a break, see whether they can recover it on Train. Don't go anywhere.
No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. Cause the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Bring me to life. Oh, you bring me to life. Now you bring me to life. Bring me to life. No. I stopped on my side, tried to run on a faulty line. I'm safe only, even though we burn from the light I bleed. But she bring me back, not a heart attack could take away all the love I had for you. It bleeds for you, it bleeds again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Oh, you bring me to life.
If Bad News Bears have a game-winning game plan, they better execute it right now because they are 9 rounds down going into their T-side half of train. Yes, it's Envy's pick, but we expected a much better showing for the Bears in this one. Pistol round coming in. We're seeing defaults out to the smoke towards Ivy. Suggests this might end up being a B split from T-Con and Pop Dog, and they have established Pop Dog control here. Mitch getting that first kill on Calyx, but Mihu there with the USP tap. Stop of the smoke from the bomb at site. Nifty going to turn around at the worst possible moment as Mihu goes down. Hearing footsteps close to him. One player's going to sleep right past, but Mitch will get that kill. Mooston on the site, drops that bomb to 2 versus 2. And Envy keep the control for the moment. Further frags coming in for the man. He does some damage, and Ryan takes it from the back. It's all left to Mitch. One player low and close on the site. Moose can fall. Oh, left to get in the frag on Ryan, and he runs out of ammo here. The P250 needs to shine bright against this player. Knows that he's there towards Ivy, but Ryan gets his headshot in and gets 13 for Envy.
And what sucks as well is for B&B, they get no bomb plant, so going into a force buy investment makes it even more difficult. So you probably won't see it even with not many rounds to work with. Probably just going to be the Glock train to come out. And no, okay, they do force the issue rather than deciding to buy the rifles up in the next. This is, I suppose, a tough call to make, but when you look at the scoreboard, you can kind of understand the decision.
It's the difference between a 13-3 and a 13-4, a 14-4 comeback. You know, that's that's the real difference here for the Bad News Bears side. So it's more likely they'll be able to get this comeback together if they win this next round. So they're putting quite a lot behind this force buy here, obviously. Whether or not you agree that's a good way of playing the game, I don't know. You know, it's down to perspective. But what else do you have other than that eco, take the hit, and you know, pray to God they don't get those 2 rounds that they need to get the victory here. Envy have started things off on the great foot. They've kept things going in the momentum play. And Bad News Bears are just ready to make the hit and hope for the best. Here come the smokes. Out towards Grill and Upper. Flashes coming in as they make their way downstairs from the ramp. Nifty and Ryan there, the crossfire. Alex also there with supporting position in the back lines. 2 kills for his name as he takes out the main T-side force. Dapper gets 1 pick with the Deagle. Ryan now also falling to the SMG. So a plant could be secured if only the bomb was in the clutches of the T-side.
And for Envy, they just really need to play passive at this point. They've got the man advantage. They don't have bomb control, but the T's have to press forward to try and force the issue. Now, this could be a bit of a cheeky position coming out from Dapper, as he's gone completely undetected, but it's a 1 versus 3, now making it 1 versus 1, all down to him and Mihu. And Dapper on for the ace at this point. Mihu repositioning to get the aggression coming out. The Deagle's out, but it's going to be Mihu to connect. And for BNB, it comes down to a 1 versus 1.
Dapper is going to be kicking himself in that round. 1 kill away from the ace and making that force buy style work. And Bad News Bears don't want to play for overtime. They don't want to grind this back. I don't see any reason why they would want to here. They may be looking at Dust 2 thinking that's where we win this series, but I don't know, man. It's not been a great performance from them. They force it back, obviously, with the AK and the MAC-10s coming in for Dapper and Dazzle, respectively. Of course, 4 rifles for Envy. That nade not doing as much damage as it really could have done, but Dapper to 76 is already a great start. Having that rifle in a weaker position allows Mihu potentially to line up the frags. John G does take Calix. It's an opening kill for the CT side. Return back by Nifty. Dapper responding to 3 versus 3. Mitch counts corner, gets towards the bomb site, and gets the bomb plant for his team.
Yeah, a very doable situation coming out for B&B. Moose has got the information at least of PTR around the bomb train. Envy, bit of utility to work with, trying to take out some long-range fires. PTR Cook with a nade out in his hands, now back into the 2 versus 2. There is a very late lurk play coming out from Dapper, but they surely are just running out of time, especially when Mitch is going to get hunted down from Moose, and someone needs to get onto the bomb for Envy, because Dapper, this is the perfect read.
Smokes up, he's going to push through it. No kit, takes out Mihu, forces Moose to get off the bomb site itself and just falling back towards Ivy. Dapper's done enough. He's won the round for Bad News Bears, knowing that he had to stall for time. That's exactly what he does. And Moose will escape with his life in an M4, but Bad News Bears get away with the round, and they needed that round. They absolutely needed to. The force buy works once again for the T side.
That's an excellent round coming out from Dapper. This time around being able to clutch it out. The 1 versus 2, and he doesn't even try and really take the fight onto the diffuser. Just tries to bait out to getting off the bomb and then trying to hide into cover. B&B winning a very, very vital round. And look, most of the time I would say that this could allow a comeback to come through, but it's just such a difficult affair. 10 rounds the difference between these two sides. And it really comes down to round number 19. Are we going to see B&B continue their pressure? It doesn't look like it so far, as Moose is able to find 2. Mihu chiming into the action, but it's man advantage for Envy.
PCR does get it back to the even standings, but Calix holds his own control. It's all to Dazzle. Once again, a clutch it. It's not going to happen. Envy back in with a force, back in with a match point. And Bad News Bears not back a peg on the loss bonus, so there is not a lot of money kicking around for these guys. We may be looking at a quick 16-4 to open up our series today, Dweg. And it's a rough time for BNB. It is such a rough time for these guys to get themselves in with this CT disaster. The T side, very unrecoverable at this sort of stance, and they've got pistols on the force buy. I have a feeling we're out of here. Like, I have a feeling this first map is going to be an easy victory for the Envy side.
Well, let's see what the Deagles were able to achieve. A bit of Brown Hall's presence early into the round. No real aggression coming out on the CTs. Ooh, that HE doing a fair bit. John G caught out as well. Follow up HE coming out from Mihu. John G, though, going to be actually able to take the fight, but can't follow up on another kill.
Dapper. And the Deagle back. An M4 of Calix keeping his eyes on over to the T-Con area. It's unable to get any sort of pre-con presence on towards these guys, though. It's just passive control, again, from Envy. That's going to work pretty well. Ryan's got direct contact towards the ramp area. We'll see 2 players take a spray on 1, do some damage. Bad News Bears might secure the bomb site, might secure the barn, but what else can they do from here? The Eagle on the backstabber, Mitch. Dapper going to keep control out towards Ivy. Nifty with the scout out. Will look on towards Yellow, look on to Connector. Hope that no one's going aggressive for Bad News Bears. The Eagles tapping on up. Dazzle will get tagged low. PTR's going to get taken out, as will Dapper fall. Dazzle tapping, desperately looking for the headshot, but I don't think it's going to happen. Mitch, the lone man standing, the bomb being defused right now, and he just can't get towards the site. It's over. 16-4. Envy with such an easy and efficient map win on Train.